Things like that, I guess.
A new documentary premieres tonight on the Smithsonian Channel.
President John F. Kennedy had campaigned on a platform of civil rights and support for the space program. Seeing the huge upside of recruiting a black astronaut, the White House gives the Pentagon an order. The Air Force responds fast. There's a young black pilot ready to start training. Captain Edward Dwight Jr., with a top aeronautics degree and 2,000 flying hours under his belt.
I did not dream that I was going to become the first black astronaut. That never entered my mind because that was a big obstacle standing in my way. And I knew there was going to be a racial component to that obstacle, but I didn't know it was going to be as sophisticated and as determined as it was.
It's called Black in Space, Breaking the Color Barrier. It's the story of Edward Dwight Jr. and several other black astronauts. In 1962, Dwight Jr. was announced as a candidate to become America's first black astronaut. He never did make it into space. Reg Chapman saw that documentary and actually moderated a panel about it. And Reg, can you share a little bit about your experience with this?
It was mind-blowing. As someone who has studied black history my entire life, it's a story I never heard of. It's a story I was never taught about. It was a story I never read in the history books, and was the race into space and the racial component that existed, especially between the Americans and the Russians. It was so fascinating.
Why did we never hear about this?
Because we lost. We touted that we were going to have the first black man in space, and Edward Dwight never got there because of the biases he faced in NASA. Other astronauts basically saying that he was not fit, he was not smart enough, he couldn't figure out the math equations, anything they could do to make him feel less than equal. And he never got into space, and actually it was the Russians who got the first African Cuban into space.
In many ways, the military has been a leader in kind of being diverse and giving equal opportunities. And so you hear in this documentary, you hear Ed Dwight saying, I didn't realize it was going to be this awful, because the military experience for him was more merit-based, I think, right?
It was, and they took these
but
men.
NASA, man, like
NASA,
these,
you know.
it's different egos. Like, we've seen crazy
Yes.
behavior
Yes.
by American astronauts in history.
And just a propaganda war against Mr. Dwight to make sure that he was not the first one in space. And then when the Russians succeeded and they put Mr. Mendez, who was also a fighting man in Cuba, into space, it took the air out of what the Americans were trying to do during the space race.
Can you share some of the stories? We have some really interesting stories in this documentary.
A lot of stories. We talk about Guillaume Bluford, who was the first African American into space, and just how, because of Ed Dwight's experience, how he kind of got in the door and was successful. And we also talk about Frederick Gregory, who was the first African American to command a NASA mission. So it forced NASA to diversify the ranks. It forced them to look at themselves as well as our country, because we were going through a tumultuous time. This is when the civil rights was going on, and the Russians were saying, hey, we're putting a black man in space. We're allowing them to be astronauts and engineers and to be behind the technical aspect of it, while you're being hosed by policemen, while dogs are chasing you while you're marching for your civil rights.
Pretty smart of the Russians to try to manipulate the unrest going on in the United States.
Oh, yeah.
They knew which buttons to push here.
And they pushed a lot of
symbolism
buttons.
of the
And it made a
space
lot of people look at our country and looked at the NASA and what they were doing. And like I said, it forced NASA to diversify its ranks.
Well, I'm glad that we're doing this. I'm glad they're showing this channel, and I'm happy that you were able to moderate it.
Oh, it's something everyone should see, and it should make sure the next generation of young people see this as well.
Right.
Tonight at 7, right? Smithsonian Channel. It's called Black in Space, Breaking the Color Barrier. Check that out on the Smithsonian Channel tonight.
Yeah, Reg, thanks for coming on and sharing all that.
Great, thank you.
All right, Reg.